TYT Sports, everybody, Ben Mankiewicz. Interesting NFL draft. Running back doesn't go until the second round. Second straight year, no running back taken in the first round. A quarterback who few people had rated very highly at some point early in the college season goes ahead of all the others who were rated ahead of him. Blake Bortles goes as the third pick to Jacksonville. Many people, serious analysts, saying that it was a reach, but if you're Jacksonville and you need a quarterback and you know you can't get him later, you got to take him, and if he becomes a quality quarterback for the team, then it was the right pick. So I can't fault Jacksonville for that. Interesting then, of course, charting the course of Johnny Manziel. And Teddy Bridgewater. But first, let's talk about Manziel. So Manziel drops to first out of the top 10, and then Cleveland, after trading from 4 to 8, doesn't, maybe 4 to 9, Cleveland doesn't take him. And they go with probably the best defensive back on the board. So then Manziel falls out of the top 10, and that becomes the storyline. Teddy Bridgewater, for a time during the season when Louisville was playing its best football, was considered perhaps the number one prospect in the draft and a potential number one pick of either whether it ended up being the Raiders or whether it ended up being the Texans, who lost, their last 1,000 games. So Bridgewater and Manziel both fall. And then both teams, though, that end up with those quarterbacks then traded back up to get them. So both teams that want them both teams these guys ended up with made a clear attempt to get these guys, sacrificing a later pick to move up and get it. Minnesota at number 32 with Bridgewater, and Manziel at 22 were the Browns, who had the 26th pick, then moved up 4 spots to get to 22 and take it. They could have taken him earlier. They got him late. From the Browns' point of view, they obviously handled it spectacularly well. They trade out of 4 to the bottom of the top 10, get a pick, number 1 pick next year from Buffalo, still get a quality player in the top 10, and then get Manziel. And then they only have to give up a 3 to move up those 4 spots in the first round, and they got an extra 3 from Buffalo too. From a value point of view, the Browns did great. Of course, at this point in the draft, all you do is talk about value because none of these guys have played, and you don't know whether they're any good. I was totally struck by what Jerry Jones said about Johnny Manziel, because he said when the Cowboys picked at 16, Manziel was the best player on their board. But Jerry Jones didn't think it made any sense with the commitment they have to Tony Romo. You figure for at least 2 more years to have Manziel come in and back up Tony Romo. Because he thought those two, they're both big personalities, and Romo's not going to like that, having this personality, this fan favorite. As soon as Romo does a Tony Romo, which he'll do, and I'm a basic defender of Tony Romo, but as soon as he throws 2 fourth-quarter picks in a game they lose, people are going to be calling for Manziel. And as Jerry Jones said, Manziel's a rock star. He said, he's like Elvis, and you can't have Elvis be sitting there as the backup to Bob Dylan. I'm not sure that metaphor exactly works. I'm sure Tony Romo was Bob Dylan. But you know what I mean. Like, Manziel could go to Cleveland and be the backup for Colt McCoy, who I know is not there anymore, or Brian Hoyer, who I don't think is there anymore either. But he could be the backup for a Jason Campbell, Brian Hoyer, Colt McCoy type before you put him in there, because at some point he takes over, some point soon. So he ends up in the right spot. I liked that Jerry Jones said that. It's one of the reasons why I have a tough time hating Jerry Jones, because he says candid things all the time. And Jerry Jones' candid moments set him aside a little bit from Bill Parcells, who had a peculiarly candid moment about Johnny Manziel when the Patriots' assessment of Manziel was leaked to the press. The report was not flattering of Manziel personally, although it significantly praised his ability to make plays on the football field. I don't think the headline, which from Deadspin was leaked internal scouting report, the Patriots do not like Johnny Manziel, I don't think that was super reflective of what the report actually said, because the report praised him pretty highly on athletic ability, competitiveness, toughness. Where they got low rankings was on injury, because he is quite capable of getting hurt, being a quarterback that gets outside the pocket and take big hits, and he's not a big quarterback. And then personal behavior, which was in the middle, he got a 4. And then if you read it very carefully, again, like even the thing it says here at the end, will make a couple of bonehead. First of all, they say he's a danger to lose the ball, to have a big turnover. His ball security is weak, but then points out that his senior year he only lost the ball 1 time. It ends by saying this: we'll make a couple of boneheaded plays, we'll make a couple of boneheaded decisions every game, but also make several game-changing explosive plays in every exposure. Well, that's not that critical. That's a guy that's a college quarterback who tried to do too much and made some plays. But I mean, to me, that sounds like, man, coach this guy. Because it's hard to teach explosiveness and making game-changing plays. A little easier to teach, don't mess it up. It's okay to take a sack. It's okay to throw the ball away. It's okay to punt. So I don't think the Bro Bible was, by the way, the people who broke that internal Patriot report on it. So anyway, the Patriots, obviously with Tom Brady, were unlikely to draft Johnny Manziel, although at some point they're going to have to replace Tom Brady. But they didn't have an opportunity to, so it doesn't make any difference. But I don't think that headline was fair, and I think the Patriots had a very sort of reasoned assessment of it, and you're taking a gamble. It's a draft. You're always taking a gamble, and a quarterback who's Johnny Manziel's height is somewhat of a risk. Now, so what was funny was Bill Parcells' press conference about just that, about the Patriots' assessment of Johnny Manziel. Here's Bill Parcells.
Well, with all due respect, I mean, I hate to admit this, but I mean, I don't think I've been online in, a couple days or weeks or whatever. So, I mean, that's really not an important thing to me. So I don't even know what's online and what isn't online. But I would say we probably have, I can't even imagine, 10,000 pages of information. And it's a lot of information, so. I mean, there's no way I'd stand up here and tell you that I've read it all. I've read a fraction of it, but we have a ton of information on all the players that are in the draft. So what's online? I mean, just go talk to the geniuses that are online. I don't know.
Go talk to the geniuses that are online. No, dude. They published your assessment. That's all they did. It's not their assessment. That's just where it is. It's like saying, I don't know, I don't know what's in the book, go talk to the geniuses at the bookstore. Right? Okay. The guys at Borders didn't write the books. They just stack them up there and sell them to people. So, I don't know, go talk to the geniuses online. I haven't read it. I don't even know what it says. So then he comes back with vintage Bill Belichick.
My face, your face, instant face. Go talk to whoever you want that does that stuff. I don't know.
My face, your face, instant face. Go talk to the people who does that. I don't know. No, man. It's the Patriots' assessment of him. That's why they're asking it of you. Look, he doesn't have to answer it. Obviously, it got leaked, and the Patriots don't intend to have all their analysis of players get out in the public. So I probably wouldn't answer it either, but I do like the suggestion that it's somehow the fault of those online guys. Anyway, Bill, I think did I call him Bill Parcells every time? I might have. I don't know. That was Bill Belichick, by the way. In many ways reminiscent of Bill Parcells.